Mommy here, and today I wanted to come to share my Parisian inspired pantry. So excited to show you guys my pantry. It is housed right behind me, these two tall double doors. So ladies, if you've been following my channel for a while, then you know that my last home was a townhome. And the size of that pantry was so small, when you opened the pantry door, you were literally smacked in the face with the contents of the pantry and the shelves. I mean, you didn't walk into that pantry, you didn't step into that pantry. It was tiny. Now, our first house, the pantry there was about half of the size of the pantry that we have right now. But this one is so much larger, and I am just so thankful for that. I'm not saying that I am the world's greatest cook and that I cook a lot. However, on those occasions that I do prepare meals for my family and it is wonderful to know that when it's time to store away the groceries, that I have somewhere to put them and everything isn't all cluttered. Now, where did the idea for the Parisian theme come from? Well, many years ago, before Chase was born, Eric and I took a wonderful trip to Europe, and ever since then, that particular vacation has really left a lasting imprint on us. So until we can get back to Europe with the inclusion of Chase this time, of course, I am happy to live vicariously through my wonderful, wonderful pantry. So let's go inside without further ado and have a good look around. Wait, before you come in, have you ladies officially joined the UnFrumpy Mommy movement? What? Wait, why? Why not? You must subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the videos that I put out weekly. So please go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you are already subscribed to my channel, yes, thank you so much. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button so that I will know that you like these videos and that you want more. Also, let me know what videos you'd like to see next in the comments below. So go ahead and like and subscribe. And now, without further ado, is my Parisian inspired pantry, hence the artwork that you see up here up top and the little faux baguette, if you will. Now in the title it says Luxe Parisian inspired, but I will say a lot of these things I got for the low. Let's start with that artwork. I picked that up from Walmart, ladies. Walmart. I don't necessarily go in Walmart a lot, but when I do, I'm looking for little organizers and things like that. So on this particular day, I was just really astonished to find this piece of artwork. That I paid around $29 for, and I just love how it kind of sets the mood, if you will, for the pantry. Now again, I know it says Luxe Parisian, but if you look over here at this piece of artwork, this is clearly not Paris. This is the UK. We purchased this right here from IKEA. Right, Eric?
IKEA.
Yeah, we purchased this from IKEA, and I cannot remember the amount we paid for it. But I just love the way the two pieces kind of work together to, again, bring the theme that I was trying to achieve for my pantry all together. Also, another anchor piece in the pantry is going to be our chandelier. And I'll have Eric real quickly turn the light off so that you ladies can get a really good look at the chandelier. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's not large. It doesn't overwhelm the space. I think that it is the right size for the pantry. And Eric did an awesome job, I think, installing it.
I sure did.
I think it just looks wonderful. And again, it gives that really European Parisian feel. I can recall back to a cafe, Eric, that you and I had the opportunity to eat at while on vacation in Europe that year. And this really reminds me of that, don't you think?
Yeah, it does.
So
mine's is better though, but go ahead. Go ahead.
So great find, and we purchased that piece from Overstock. Really good deal on that as well. So as you can see, there is a lot of space in this pantry. I am absolutely deep inside the pantry, and I am just so thankful for that. Because it's so large, I was able to divide the pantry up, ladies, into zones. So we will start right here with the first zone. In this particular zone, I like to house our dry goods, our canned goods, and condiments, and also some of our drinks. So I won't go through and tell you everything that I'm housing in the containers. Better yet, I will kind of briefly tell you where I purchased most of the containers from. These containers, ladies, were purchased at, again, Walmart. I don't shop in there a lot, but when I do, I love to go in and pick up some of their containers and organizers. You can get a really good deal for them. The smaller ones here, I paid no more than maybe $1.50 for these, the smaller ones, and I think maybe $2 and some change for the tall ones. These three here I picked up from At Home, formerly Garden Ridge. Again, great deals on those. And the jars, the little mason jars there, I believe I purchased those from Hobby Lobby. So again, not a whole lot. And the labels, I believe I picked up from Michael's. On the second row, these containers here, the larger ones, are actually also from Walmart. But ladies, they did not come this way. I wanted something other. The containers were white, and I actually painted them the silver, but then I didn't really like the look of the silver. I thought it felt kind of plain. So again, playing off of my artwork here, I decided to go to Google and print out some pictures that were European inspired, and I kind of Mod Podged them onto the face of the containers. And to take it a step even further, I took some tea bags, dampened them a little bit, and kind of went over the art to give it a little bit more of an aged look. So really love the way that this turns out. I really think it adds some uniqueness to the pantry. And I left these down here playing just in case anybody wanted me to do a little tutorial on that. I left those playing for you guys. These containers here I picked up from Bed Bath & Beyond. And yeah, so moving on down. Oh, let me tell you ladies real quick, I will insert a picture of how the rack that I use that's housing my canned goods. They sell these racks and they're built like the shelving that I have here. Well, I couldn't put it on here because it would sink into it. So I felt putting it inside these containers would give it more stability, and also gives me a lot more room, and then it can maybe hide some things that I don't really want to show. But I picked the racks that are sitting inside these containers up from Walmart, but you can also purchase those from Bed Bath & Beyond too. I saw them there. These drink containers, my husband loves sodas. Yeah, he loves sodas. I don't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So these came from Walmart as well. Again, more of the faux art. These racks down here, we purchased these racks from, again, Walmart. Luxe is only in quotes. A lot of this stuff we got great deals on. The racks, however, ladies, did not come in white. I was able to paint these to kind of match the rest of the decor in the pantry.
And those are shoe racks.
Right. Yeah. Thanks, babe. These are actually shoe racks that I found in Walmart, and just you know, decided to go ahead and paint them. If you, I'm sure you noticed by now that I have a theme here, a color theme, and I want to go with like a white and silver. I really like the look of it. It looks really rich. So yeah, our bottles of water, don't think that all of our bottles of water are wrapped like this. These are just some waters that were left over from a party we had around New Year's Eve. So they aren't all wrapped. But I do have a video. I have a video that talks about wrapping your waters to give them like a really unique look for your parties and stuff. So Gatorades, Capri Suns, or Varics drinks. So as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of food up there. The pantry for me is, I don't know, it's kind of fitting of our lifestyle. We do like to entertain a lot, so we have a lot of our entertaining pieces kind of stored in here. This unit right here, oh my gosh, I love this. We purchased this from Hobby Lobby, and it wasn't white. I painted this as well. I love the knobs on it. I think it really I don't know, plays off of what's going on with the light fixture there. These knobs, let me show you the knobs. Let's see. These are actually the knobs, ladies, that came on here. And just by simply removing those and adding these knobs, I think it really added another level of chicness, if you will, to the pantry. And in here, I store some of our some of the frames that I use for menus and place settings. This particular drawer, we have straws and toothpicks and plastic forks. Hate doing dishes. Oh, let me show you this basket right here. Houses some of our paper cups. Again, I hate doing dishes, so we drink out of a lot of these and use a lot of plastic utensils and things. Back there, I have another video coming up. I have my muscle milk and pre-workout drink. I have a video coming up on that stuff. You know, it's the new year, so ladies, again, we're not trying to have any frumpy mummies in 2016, so look out for that video. Let's see, over here, this petite piece, I don't remember how much we paid for this, but it wasn't a whole lot. You guys know you can catch some really great deals at Hobby Lobby. This piece also came from Hobby Lobby, and I love it. Look, ladies, at all of the storage. So here in this top basket, we store some of our paper plates. Again, nobody likes doing dishes. Here we have some of our granola bars and just breakfast bars. But ladies, we have so much storage. Like, this drawer is empty. 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 So we're just very fortunate in this house to have so much storage. I think I have just some regular tea bags in there. Let's see, oatmeal, and just a few of Chase's Capri Suns. So really happy to find this piece. I don't remember how much we paid for that. Up here, I love this little basket. I think it's kind of European. It has like a European look to it, so I love this. We just have our chips here in this basket. Chase, he will kind of eat other chips, but his favorite chips are Sun chips. Eric loves these Utz crab chips. Eric, why do you like these so much?
I like seafood, but as you have mentioned, you know, not everybody wants to cook all the time, and especially cooking seafood can kind of stink your house up. So if you can't have a lobster roll or crab, that's the next best thing. And
guys, they really do taste like seafood. Really, really yummy. And I love the pop chips. So this is our little chip basket, and of course my stand mixer here. Back here we have two more little pieces of furniture. Again, not spending a whole lot of money. I do remember the price of these. These were actually from Ross. You know, you ladies know I have a love-hate relationship with Ross. I do. But these were 50 bucks each. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? So in here, I like to store our napkins, keeping those nice and neat. Below there, you know, just some of the foil and Ziploc bags. Over on this side, I store some of our linen napkins or cloth napkins, and what's in here? Table runners and tablecloths in that bottom one. So again, a lot of storage in here. So up in this area, again, some of our food prep items and entertaining pieces. I store some of our produce in here, bananas. Those are those sweet potatoes I talked about that Eric bought the other day that he purchased, and they were all skinned up, scuffed up. There's that onion case he bought. You know, just a few faux lemons and limes, and again, that bread. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I think, but yeah, below here we have our extra paper towels and, you know, wine and ciders and things like that. We aren't heavy drinkers. We don't really drink at all in this house, but we like to have things for when the guests come over. Oh, and really quick, the sardines. I'm sure some of you are like, wow, she has such a nice fancy pantry. It's so luxe. But the sardines kill it. I have a video coming up on those as well to show you guys what I do with those. I can't leave without mentioning how happy we are to have this window here in the pantry. It just brings in a lot of light, even when we don't have the chandelier on. Eric, you can turn the light out.
It's cloudy today, so they won't get the full effect.
Yeah, it's kind of cloudy today. You're not getting the effect, but I just love being in here. It's like I'm shopping in my own house, and I get to, you know, look out and have some nice scenery, you know, while I'm in here. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys love it as much as we do. We are really enjoying it. I just love the way it came together. I just really want to, you know, thank Eric for all of his help. I love bouncing ideas off of him. He is very, very helpful. He took a lot of time away from what he was doing with his work to kind of, you know, give me ideas and suggestions. Well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed my Luxe Parisian inspired pantry. And so, until next time, ladies, don't be a frumpy mommy. Bye, ladies.